How's it going, gamers? Chongo here once again with another video for you guys, and today it's a first impressions video of Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City. So basically this game has been bashed quite a bit and it's been getting quite bad reviews, so let's see how this first impressions go. Now the game does take quite a while to actually get into an area where you sort of enjoy it. To start off with, you just pretty much seem to be versing other people with guns, which kind of feels quite annoying, especially when you go to play a zombie game, you want to shoot something. So the first level is pretty much just humans shooting each other, which is kind of annoying. And then at parts it tries to be a little bit too cinematic. Like there was one boss fight, or at the beginning of a boss fight, where I physically could not turn around. The game wouldn't let me, which is kind of annoying considering I wanted to sort of run back a little bit because of how close this boss was to me, but it wouldn't let me, so I had to try and face him front on. And what was a little bit stupid at this point is the AI, as soon as this point happened in the campaign, they would just instantly turn around and run away. So I'm standing there by myself trying to verse this bot until I get sort of a checkpoint which actually lets me turn around and run away, which kind of feels ridiculous when you're just trying to verse a boss by yourself and your teammates just run away. Now for the first couple of missions, this game kind of felt a little bit boring. Like I was honestly thinking I don't ever think I've played a worse zombie game possible, and then in the probably about a middle to end, it sort of picks up the story and it gets a little bit more interesting wise. But yeah, I still wouldn't pay full price for this game. It just doesn't feel like a game that's probably worth paying $100 for, but I recommend giving it a rental because yeah, it just doesn't feel like it's up to par with everything else, and it doesn't actually feel that long. Like I heard some other people saying it was only a 5-hour campaign. To me it didn't even feel that long. So yeah, it's quite a short campaign, and it sort of ends quite abruptly with sort of a weird decision thing, but yeah, it's kind of a weird ending. And yeah, the campaign itself, like if you really badly want to play this game, definitely rent it. You should be able to beat it in a day. I don't see how you couldn't unless you were going for all the achievements or something like that, but if you just want the campaign, definitely just rent it. The game also has multiple glitches. Like at one point when I was playing just with the 3 AI players, once we'd killed all the zombies in a certain room, the AI would just sit there and shoot at a wall, and it was kind of weird, so I don't know what the heck went on there, if there was some problem, obviously. But I definitely recommend playing this with either friends or people online, but sometimes it's a bit hard to find online people, and then other times you can find them instantly, so yeah, just give that a go, because yeah, it's definitely a lot more fun when you're playing with actual players that heal you and do the right kind of stuff instead of the AI that sort of runs around and just, yeah, can't really revive you or do anything helpful. Now, one thing I didn't actually quite mind about this game was the unlock system, how that you didn't have to just level up each time to get a new weapon. You'd get XP, and then you could spend this XP on weapons, so you could just go through and choose which weapon you want, which to me was kind of alright because I was going for a little bit more silent thing. And also with some of the characters, well, with all the characters, you have the power to buy abilities, and you can set them up. So for example, I was playing for the majority of the time towards the end of the game as a guy that was actually Raccon, and I had the ability to go invisible for about 10 seconds. So yeah, it's cool how it's got those sort of weird abilities that you can put on your characters to give you a little bit more of an edge than just a gun. I've also heard some reviewers actually say that the game doesn't feel like it's got enough ammo and you just spend your time looking for guns and all that kind of stuff, but for me it sort of felt like that there wasn't many guns in this town, and basically you'd pick up different guns as you go along. Like I never sat there and was out of ammo looking for it. Like I had to swap to my secondary some of the time, but it never felt like I was completely out of ammo. There was always ammo boxes and crates around and all that kind of stuff, and it just pretty much meant that you had to swap up your weapons, not that you were running low on ammo all the time and had to conserve it or anything like that. The game also comes with a multiplayer mode, which isn't too bad, but it still doesn't feel like it's completely there. There are some fun game modes to play, like where there's 2 separate teams, and basically one to use pretty much Spec Ops and one to use Umbrella, and you're trying to secure some DNA sample, and you fight each other as well as zombies and all that kind of stuff, which is quite fun. But yeah, I still wouldn't recommend just buying this game for the multiplayer because you will get quite bored of it quite quickly. Even though this was one of the games that I was looking forward to, I played at the EB Expo last year and I was actually pretty keen to get this game, and then once I did I sort of regretted it, even though the reviews were sort of bad. But yeah, I only got it for $39, which is probably a good idea because yeah, paying $100 for this game just doesn't feel right. And so yeah, if you definitely want to play this game, give it a rental. Don't go and buy it because you'll probably regret it. And I don't know how well the resale's going, but since the reviews are kind of bad, it may be a bit hard to sell it and get your money back off eBay or whatever. So yeah, definitely just go and rent it. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this first impressions video. Please put any comments below on what you think about the game, and if you like this video, give it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, subscribe. See you guys next time.